Hello, people. This is episode 5? That's crazy. I didn't think y'all was ready for this. I didn't know y'all still gonna be here. Like, I got another guest, special guest, Uzo. Or some of y'all might have, seen our own personal quarantine radio host.
That's insane. Oh my God. That's actually insane. Yeah.
But
Nah, I feel you. It was kind of OD.
oh my goodness, but I like him to introduce himself a little bit more before we start really getting into this. Pop yours.
Awesome. So guys, I'm Justin Alexander Uzoma UKJ.
Okay. Full name.
I am a software engineer, IT consultant. I currently have my own podcast called What's the Word. I have my own brand coming out called The Word. And I'm a believer of Jesus. So let's get it.
I like how you tied in everything you did and finally let off with Jesus.
Yeah, I got to.
Let them understand the foundation.
Tap in. Yeah.
So as you said, actually, let's touch back on what I said a little bit.
Yeah, okay, we can go back. Yeah,
the African quarantine radio, if you will. How'd y'all even get into that? Because those were, I'm gonna be very, very real with you. Those were something to look forward to. Like as soon as you see a notification, I'm tapping. I promise you. It was literally 400 to 1,000 people every single.
I'm not gonna lie. I look at a screenshot somewhere. It's
like 3.6K.
The peak was like 8K. Like I have it.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
gonna need you to drop that too when we show this.
Yeah. Honestly, it was quarantine. So like, I've never been on IG Live before ever, and I remember I was just chilling. I saw like one of my friends, Ketchy, and I was like, "Oh, Ketchy has just started the IG Live video." I'm like, "Wait, what is that?" I have nothing to do. I don't even know what day it is. Like every day was the same at that point.
Yes.
So like, let me just go to an IG Live. I went. I think at first it was like 12 people. I'm like, okay, that's cool, whatever. Like it's better than what I'm doing right now. And then I don't know what happened. Like people just kept coming to that live. Like the first day, I don't know. I can't even remember exactly what we did, but we just turned. We were just thinking like very like fluid, bro. So like it happened, and I forgot. I'm not gonna lie. During that time frame, I forgot school was still like occurring. I did not touch not one single assignment the whole time. That's low key part of the reason why I even like stopped because I was like, wait, I'm still in school. We can be laughing here. There's no money getting inside my pocket, like for real. At least now there's a few days, but like in the grand scheme of things, yeah. And I was like, I need to like
lock in.
Yeah, so that's really what happened. But yeah, a lot was going on. So chill. But yeah,
a lot for real. Hey, we ain't gonna talk about it too much though.
Yeah,
it's
cool. It's cool. Like I understand, bro. So
no, those were actually funny times though. Yeah, because like I said, we were looking forward to that. Because not doing anything during quarantine. Everybody's locked in a room. I'm doing my assignments. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. As soon as I see, even like I'm doing homework, cool. I can.
Nah, facts.
Let me pay attention real quick. What's really going on?
That's facts. Oh no, you can go. Like,
no, seriously, what's that?
I was just gonna say, like, I met so many people through that. Like, it's funny because I was just doing it for vibes. Just like I feel like it made the world like small. Like COVID made like we're in Texas, so it's already small. But I think COVID made the world that much smaller because all of us were on the phone at the exact same time with nothing to do. Yeah. So there's so many people I met from like ATL, like Canada, Charlotte, Cali, because like I got to like experience them obviously through comments, followers, whatever. And then like, I don't know, like some people felt like they got a piece of me through that experience. So then even after like IG Live and stuff, like, we continued like being in like, continued interacting with each other and stuff. So like, yeah, I feel like in everything, bro, God uses anything to like restore, bro. So I feel like that was dope.
That was like a good foundation for you to start off with, wasn't it?
Yeah, bro. Like,
because you did dibble and dabble into other things before then, but like,
facts.
That truly kind of cemented you within the community and even outside the community as well.
Yeah, and it's funny because when people ask me that, like to this day, like I always tell people like I don't know that because I don't. Like it's not something like
it's natural.
I prayed. Yeah, it's not something I prayed over. It's not, like half the people I know, I couldn't tell you the first day I met them. It's just one day we woke up and then we were like, no, it's not even. That's not chill. It's not.
No,
like,
I'm playing.
But that's the thing. Like some people think that. Like I have some people like you have your scales. So some people be like, oh, like I think Justin's probably like standoffish or like he might think he's the big bad wolf. But I'm like, nah, bro. Like I think one thing that I've always stuck with and that God has always grounded me with is like what I give you, I can always take away. And so you never want to, look down on somebody because, bro, I know so many things. Like,
It could be you. It really could.
Bro, yeah. So that's how I look at it. I think as you get older, like God favors you in whatever you do. So whether you have free will, so it's like you can either use it for something good or you can do it for something bad.
Okay, so is that mindset what really got you into what's the word?
Yeah. So I guess for y'all don't know, yeah, what's the word? It's like the podcast, and it's funny because people always ask me like, is that a Christian podcast? And I'd be like, honestly, to me, it's not. It's just a podcast that's done by a Christian.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
So you're gonna always put in your 2 cents. And
yeah, I feel like, bro, whenever
to flowing through it, but that's not what it's centered around.
I feel like one thing is whenever God hits you, you're not going back, bro. Like you can fall because we're man, but you're not going back. So it's like, okay, even if I'm not talking to someone that is Christian, like there's something between our discourse that's like, like why does he like act like this? Even like with you, bro, like someone can talk to you and be like, like what makes Tommy go? Like why does he move like how he does? Why does he have faith behind what he does? Because at the end of the day, like everyone has faith. Everyone believes in something.
Yeah, whether they admit it or not.
Yeah, even if you say believe in nothing, you're believing in.
You believe in
literally, you're believing in something. So that's how it is. I think I came to understanding when I realized, like, bro, in this life, I think how can I put it? We think everything is a coincidence, and it's literally not.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah, I don't believe in luck or coincidence because something has to happen for you to get to this point.
Yeah, it's not.
It might be only reason why like people might, oh yeah, I'm lucky, blah blah blah, because you might not see the stuff that's happening behind the scenes, but something led for you to the dominoes had to fall. Essentially.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like I always tell my friends, like y'all just seeing the product of wisdom, knowledge, prayer, all that stuff. Because at the end of the day, like why I say God favors, I was just like, okay, let's use Chris Brown for an example, right? Chris Brown's a cold artist. He's talented, right? He has free will. So he decides to make that music. You don't think if he changes his genre, let's say if it was to like more edifying music, you don't think he would still have the same favor?
He probably would.
That's why I tell people.
Might even be a little bigger too.
Nah, like that's sort of, maybe you're not charting or whatever, but like, bro, like the devil's deceitful, bro. So just because you don't see yourself at number one
doesn't mean you're not impactful.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I always say, like, God favors all. So that's what I'm saying. Even the older you get, the more people you talk to, let's say even like 50-year-olds, bro, there's something that you talk to them about and they're like, man, I wish I did this, I wish I did that. Well, that feeling, it doesn't go away. So that you know that like that's something that's been cemented in you since birth. So you can always push something to the side. That's why even people that are millionaires, like, there's still something that's like, bro, I wish I still did this, bro.
Yeah, a little bit of hunger.
Yeah.
That's probably the reason why, like, you see me with this or, like, even my brand.
Yeah.
If I fail, I fail, but at least I tried.
No, that's what it is. And people don't realize, like, that's something that's cemented. You can always misdirect yourself, but if God already put that in, it's not going away. Even when you have kids, it's not going away. When you have grandkids, it's not going away.
It's going to be itching at you until you do it.
Yeah, so that's how I would say,
Okay, so when it comes down to the podcast, what's the word? Like, I know you said it's not a Christ center. So what are you talking about? What's the type of topics that you're trying to indulge in?
I think I don't want to say it's necessarily like yours, but again, it came from just understanding and really being like in the secret place and stuff. So it's like, again, let's say going back to IG Live stuff, right? So at the moral of the story is like, if God didn't want that to blow up, like how it blew up, it wouldn't. That's just what it is. It's just like some people are meant to know a lot of people, some people are not. Some people are meant to be in front of a camera, some people are not. So it's like, I know a lot of people because I'm supposed to know a lot of people. Yeah. Now, why am I supposed to know a lot of people?
Yeah, now you're trying to find that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, all these people that I know and I still have, relationship with or whatever, whether it's deep or short or, minute or whatever, there's a reason for that. So with all these people, like, God's gifted me with that. So let's utilize what he's given me. So everyone has a skill. Everyone has something that is going for them. Some people just don't have the platform. So it's like, okay, like, well, God brought these people into my life, right? So why not give them the opportunity to present?
Show
exactly.
Their work,
Because in some form, I always tell people in a friendship, relationship, there's some form of foundation.
Necessary,
That's why if you ask my friends, even like with dating, I tell them like I feel like everyone should date their friends. Like that's what I say.
I mean, yeah, because the best. All right,
That's
what I
say.
I understand that too.
Yeah.
I understand that too, and I tell people the same thing.
Yeah.
But people look at me crazy. But at the same time, you can't really build a relationship without having a relationship.
Yeah, facts.
Like a lot of people who were very good friends before, like, now we're never gonna date, ended up dating, and now they're happily married.
Bro, ask
some
your
of the
parents,
happiest relationships
bro.
I've ever seen ever.
Yeah, ask your parents. I'm telling you, like,
It's
I
crazy.
get it. Oh my god, like he my brother, bro. You're gonna be saying that's my brother to you 50 years old, bro.
And then gonna be like, dang, maybe though.
I always tell my friends, if you want to be a professional wedding guest, that's your own business. That ain't mine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's because at the end of the day, whether same sex or opposite sex, like there's a foundation for in order for y'all to be friends. Even opposite sex friends that are best friends. I'm not saying y'all have to date, but there's a foundation. Then you're like, I want my babe to be just like my best friend that's a girl.
Or you want so basically you want her, but you don't want her.
Like, yeah, you want her to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
pulling yourself
so
away for what?
obviously not all friends are, your spouse or whatever, but like I feel like people have an obscure way of realizing what's actually like around you. Everyone wants to think grass is greener on the other side.
But sometimes
I promise
you
you
gotta
it's
water
not.
your garden. That's
Yeah.
it.
Mow that grass, you're gonna be sick. I promise you, bro. You're gonna be sick. But yeah, that's what I would say. So it's more so like, it doesn't necessarily have to be Christian based, but it's like whenever you're listening, it's edifying. Like we can always listen to
something to build you up, not just not just to be there, not a fresh and fit or those other guys.
Nah, exactly, bro. Because at the end of the day, like everyone has a legacy that they're building, whether you're doing it on purpose or not. So you don't want, obviously, God forbid, something to happen.
And the people just talk down on you.
And, or they just see like
he was
this
just
guy
a menace to society.
Nah, you feel me? Yeah, exactly. Because at the end of the day, like everybody that is around you, everything, even your coworkers, bro, there's a reason why you work with them. You know what I'm saying? So it's just seeing where you fit in and what you can bring. Because at the end of the day, like someone can look at Tommy and be like, dang, like I don't know why Tommy does this, but like I really I'm trying to be more like Tommy in this scenario.
That'll be pretty nice.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, yeah. Like, bro, even with this, I promise you, someone's gonna be like, dang, like, I've been wanting to start this. And then they see you and they're like, dang, you won't know. That's the thing. Mm-hmm. Your evidence is not always
That's actually something
loud.
that helped me over like the past year, because I had some things happen that got me kind of down in the dumps. But something that really helped me pull out of that was some of my friends and even other people that I didn't know coming up to be like, bro, like, I'm proud of you for doing this, that, that. I'm over here thinking like I'm not doing nothing. Like
for real.
It's just like water on the bridge. None of it matters for real. But then people coming up to me like, yo, no, keep going. Like, yes, I love this.
You, bro.
Like, oh, all right, bet. And I was like, it's a different feeling,
bro. I promise you, like you're always inspiring somebody. Like even like last year, I think when I realized like, dang, like I'm actually inspiring my siblings, and you don't really deep it because you live with them. You're just like whatever. But like everyone is always watching something. Like I think my friends in college is what changed my perspective. Like, bro, trial and error really does a lot. Like it pushes you, because what's the point of living life if you don't try at all? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna drag your feet everything. And I always tell people the thing about life is a lot of times things work when opportunity meets chance. But opportunity can't meet chance
unless you put your foot forward.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's also why it's good that not only are you here on this It Takes a Village, but also that you're making your own platform for people to truly see each other.
Yeah.
Because, like, part of the reason why I'm doing this is because I want people to see the people I'm around. Like, these are good people. Facts. Like, you're not just people just out here just walking around doing nothing. Yeah. Even if you might think they're doing nothing, like, no, like, look. Look for real. These are people who are every day that they wake up knowing this is what I want to get done. This is how I want to help myself. This is how I want to help people around me. Yeah. And a lot of people don't even have that in the first place. A lot of people are alone. So it's like, okay, if you need help or anything like that, look at these people. Yeah. These people aren't going to shake you off whenever, like.
Yeah. I agree. That's even one thing I was going to harp on. Like, I think we take for granted, like, the aspect of community, bro. Like, bro.
I did at a certain point.
And I'm not even gonna lie, like, I've been lucky, but like people don't understand, like everyone doesn't have a sense of community at all. Like, especially the older you get and people are moving from state to state, like, bro, it's hard. Like, it's hard. So sometimes like taking people under your wing or just incorporating them in something really helps them go. Like sometimes it's just a conversation that's like, dang, like, okay, like I feel like life is worth living now. You know what I'm saying? Because even me, bro, it's funny because I had a podcast yesterday. I was talking about it, and like, again, I know a lot of people, but there's a time like, bro, I know a lot of people. There's a hell of people around me, but I felt the most alone, bro. Like, yo, it was sick. It was sick, bro.
Feeling alone in a room full of people is,
bro, it's so anticlimactic, bro. Like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But the older we get, I realize like community is harder to steward, but it's needed. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of our parents, bro, they got through because of community, bro.
Yeah.
Like talking to my parents, their stories, even how I ended up in America, bro.
Yeah, some people
they were locked in, bro.
Whether it's my mom, my dad, or even other extended family, they're telling me that at a certain point they felt like they hit rock bottom, and then someone just gracefully helped them.
Bro.
Sometimes it wasn't even like on purpose. They just threw a bone their way, and everything else started working out from there.
I agree, and that's the thing. Like, I think we live in like a selfish generation, bro. Everything is like me. Bro, let me like do this, and I promise you that's gonna lead you away.
I was talking about this with a friend of mine. He's an older gentleman. We're basically talking about how, because during quarantine, people were having like their little BLM watch and stuff like that, but it was only like on the moment for real. But when back in the day, when people were actually having true civil rights thing, bro, people were opening their doors for people they didn't know. Just so, all right, you're going from Texas all the way to Tennessee. Yeah, you're gonna need somewhere to stay at night. And I know we aren't in the best, financial, just as a as a whole. People open their doors. People walking from city to city. Next person open the door. Yeah, come in. I know what you're like. It's a group mission. Now it's everybody on their own. Too individualistic, and it's like it's damning for the actual individual. Yeah,
and the community. I think I'm glad you said that. I always tell people the reason why I am how I am is because my mom growing up, like, bro. Nothing is hers. Everything is ours. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like subconsciously, like, that taught me and my siblings a lot of stuff. It's like all these things we have is fickle, bro. Like, you can literally live without it. Like, even like my house. Like, growing up, I have friends literally like live with me. Like, I'm not talking about for like a week. Like, they lived.
Yeah, staying with you every day.
I had extended family, cousins that live with me. Like, our house was always full. So even like when college came, like people want to stay over or whatever.
It was like, okay, cool.
We can have a full house. Like, what? Like, I don't food. It's like whatever. Like, I'm the oldest, so sometimes like chill. Like, at least ask. You know what I'm saying? Like all that stuff. But that's a heart posture thing.
Quick shout out to mom for
shout out moms. Shout out moms. Yeah. But yeah, like it's a heart posture thing. So that's the thing. That's something I talk with my friends about now. It's like there's something about giving. Because giving is very, what is it called? Contagious. Yeah. So if you have a given environment, it's way more likely that those around you are going to just give. Because when you're taught to give, you realize the importance or lack of importance of what you actually have.
That's also something I like to talk on real quick, because I'm a person, I like to give a lot, and I have been in certain situations where it has been taken advantage of, and I'm like, I don't really think this is a good thing to do anymore. Yeah. And that's why a good sense of community can help you and actually change that. Because in other communities or the other instances where I've gotten more back, and without even asking, or even wanting it at all. It's just like, you gave me this, why shouldn't I do this, that, and the third? And that's something that is truly lost in this, because everybody's, why should I do that for them?
Nah, literally. Like, what am I getting in return?
What am I getting in return? Yeah. But that's not what giving is about. It's not really about it's not an exchange of like capitalistic, how is this going to benefit me? It's just here. Yeah. Give the world, and the world will give you back. It's also kind of how faith is in general too.
Yeah, I'm even glad you said that. And then obviously not to even go back with like dating and friendship and stuff, but as you can see, that's why the scheme of dating and stuff is warped that way. Yeah. Because everyone is like, okay, like,
what can he do for me? What can she do for me?
Yeah. And it's like, honestly, I understand that, but to what degree? Like, you can't
at a certain point you have to sacrifice something. Not everybody's gonna be the perfect ideal sim player that you can just build in a day, and it's like, all right.
And they can grow into it, but that's what I'm saying. Like, grace has to be extended, and I feel like people hold themselves to a higher horse than what they actually are.
Yeah, than they even hold other people.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if your life was put on a platter, is this how you still be acting? Like, you fall every single day.
Are you worth what you're asking for?
So I generally just think like everything is like here, bro. It's your heart posture. So once that turns and becomes more positive and stuff, everything aligns. Like, you're gonna realize like, hey, bro, like this stuff I'm vexing about, I'm like feeling mad about, or like worried, like it's not it's not that serious, bro. Because the thing is, things you worry about now, literally this time next year, you won't even remember this is what you're worried about.
Yeah, like it happened.
Like, you're like, I don't even know why I did that. You know what I'm saying? So there's growth in that. So yeah.
Okay, so transitioning back into what's the word?
Yeah.
And also you having the word as your clothing brand. How do those two intertwine, or how are they separate?
Yeah, so people always ask that, and it's so funny because they're actually supposed to be separate. I swear. What's the word is also English is hard. What's the word is also it's technically like, a play on words or whatever. It's like what's the word? So what's the word? Like a podcast. Well, the word is literally like, because the word is life. So the word is literally the gospel. It's Jesus. It's all that. And so literally just happened when I was just praying, and like it came in like a dream and stuff. So it's more so I was like, God is funny, because how can you give me two things that are technically separate but also aligned? And also I'm breathing life into like the podcast and stuff as well. So right now they're technically separate entities, but they kind of coexist. So the word is strictly though like that's scripture though. Like I think I even. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. So like,
show people.
I mean, this is like a sample thing.
But
Trust,
even if it's never dropping, show the people so they can see something.
Okay, y'all can see, bro. This is the logo, but y'all gonna see something for real.
All right.
But yeah, it was really just like the podcast came. I never wanted a podcast first. I literally remember the day God gave it to me. I'm like, chill. Like that's literally what I said. God, chill. Because this was a time when all the guys had a podcast when it first came out.
And it was a little.
You see, literally everyone just like. Take away podcasts from men. I hate men. I'm like,
defund mics.
Yeah, no, literally. I was like, chill. Like, I don't want one. So I asked God. I was like, look, I don't want this. So, in order for me to do this, you're gonna have to send help fast. Unless I'm not gonna do it. So 4 days later, bro, one of my best friends, he texted me. He's like, I think I got it, and that's in our intro. I'm like, you think you got what? He's like, a podcast. I said, oh my God. And the thing is, both of us were fasting at the same time. Like, this is like one of my best friends. We never talk about doing anything together ever. And so that was God telling me, like, see, you can't run away from it now. Yeah. Like, you asked for help and you got it 4 days, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, cool. Then with the word, it's like I used to have a clothing brand around like that COVID time. And that was just because, I don't know, I just wanted to do something creative. Again, like your environment kind of helps shape what you're actually capable of, and that environment like around me creative. I'm like, I didn't know I was creative as I thought, or I was. So then God was like, stop it. I was like, okay, cool. I already know I was gonna have something, but I was like, cool. So I kept praying, and then I remember it was crossover last year, so December 31st, 2023, and I'm literally like praying, and like God's just like, I'm like, oh, chill out. Oh, for real? I was like, okay, cool. We're going to do that.
And then,
facts. And so I was like, cool. The only thing is different now because sometimes you do stuff blindly, but like when God gives you something, it's scary. But He's gonna give you. He's gonna give you like the strength to go. Yeah, but it's like, but right. You now know that there's an actual like driven purpose behind it, so you operate like a certain way. Because I always tell people, even with the podcast and stuff, I can drop every week if I want, but that's not how it's supposed to be, because I'm not ignorant to what He's giving me anymore. Yeah. You can vibe out, but once you stop vibing out and you wake up, it's like, all right, cool. Like everything has to be, I don't want to say methodical, but you know that you're backed. Yeah. So that's what I said.
I like that.
Yeah.
I don't want to go too long because we have been.
Nah, you're good.
It's been a good conversation. I like it. We're for sure gonna have you back. Just how
appreciate
a few months for the check in.
Yeah.
We want to see everybody.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the word?
Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. Check it out for real.
Also, could you shout yourself out? We're gonna have his ads and everything below.
All right, cool. Yeah, so my IG is Justo, JUSTEAUX _. That's an IG. That's on X. TikTok should be Justo.tv. And then what's the word on IG for the podcast, and theword.co on IG for the clothing brand. So yeah.
Before we leave though, when do you expect to drop on for the podcast and also for the clothing brand? They need to know.
Yeah, so podcast. I'm not gonna. I'm about to harass the TL this year. So like, podcast start get the ball rolling probably end of last week of January, beginning of February, and then have a commercial for the brand in like 2 weeks, so that'll be out by like February. And once that happens, we're just gonna just stay tuned, bro.
I like that. So by the time this comes out, episode 1, episode 2 should already be out.
Facts.
So y'all should already know what the word is.
Yeah.
So y'all gonna get a little. Yeah.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, but either way, thank you for being here and also for being a part of this.
Yeah, no problem. This was good, bro. Keep doing it, bro. Like I know this stuff's not easy, bro.
Yeah.
Shout it out.
But also thank y'all for tuning in. Episode 5. We signing out. We're gonna keep signing in.
Yep.
Don't forget, it takes a village. Peace out.
Yeah.
You and these one-liners at the end.